loosened the U-joint on my axle shaft. When I pulled it out of the tube, all kinds of dirt and muck and mud came out with it. I guess this little plastic seal doesn't really, I guess it keeps big chunks out, but soupy mud I guess can get in there because there's, it doesn't really seal too tight. So I stopped halfway through and ordered some of these 10 factory tube seals, or axle tube seals, and I'd never even heard of them before, but somebody mentioned to get it to keep the crud out, and almost said shit. Ordered them on Amazon. Had the best deal. I could have picked them up locally for like 75 bucks, but got them for 35 bucks on Amazon. And but had to go to YouTube on how to install them because, well, I've already installed them, but that's all you get is just 2 seals, no instructions or anything. Anyhow, let's go see how I put them on the Jeep. To complete this job, you're going to have to take the axle down to the hub. Take the axle shaft out. There's a lot of videos on how to do it. I'll post a link. I'll post a link to it up in the top to a good video where I've filmed it, so I'm ever get a chance to put it together, I'll have a video. Look at all that sludge. Here's a little hint. When you set up your camera, don't forget to press record. I missed the first few minutes of this, but anyhow. I gooped a little black RTV on it to kind of seal it. It only takes a little bit. I put quite a bit too much. I just pressed it in by hand. It only goes in about an inch or so. An old block of 1x4 works really good to tap it in. 2x4 could probably fit, but 1x4 fit perfect in there. You have to remove the plastic little crap block. A little WD-40 helps it slide off pretty easy. There's a little lip on the axle that kind of prevents the grease gun from clipping onto the fitting. Alright, so I went to the 3 auto parts stores around the corner from me, Napa, O'Reilly's, and AutoZone. And none of them had this Zerk fitting. It's an 8mm by 1 thread pattern. I wanted one that had a 45 on it so it'll clearance out past the axle shaft. I saw some videos where some guys grind the tube, kind of clearance it a little bit just to get the grease gun on there. I don't want to do that. I don't think, that's nothing wrong with it, but I think a 45 would be best, or maybe even a 90, and I could just get my grease gun on. I guess 45 is probably the way to go. 45 degree fitting, get the grease gun on there, easy peasy, no problem. Can't find one. I'll probably have to order them online. Amazon has everything. So for today, I'm going to hand pack these with grease, and then I'll just worry about fitting later on down the road. I'll just order them today. And then you just put it all back together. Easy peasy. If you haven't noticed by now, I left off the brake dust shield. Totally by purpose. So I'm here underneath the Jeep. The best solution I can come up with is for $5.99, get an assortment of metric Zerk fittings from Harbor Tool and Freight. And if you have a coupon for it, it's even cheaper than that. But anyhow, do yourself a favor and put the 45 on before you install it. Take 2 seconds to put it on before you install it in, 10 minutes to do it after you install it. It's a little bit of, I won't say a pain in the ass, but man, time is money. And oddly enough, an 8mm Zerk fitting takes a 9mm wrench. Keep bumping the camera. It's kind of hard to get into. It's not in there too tight, so it doesn't take much to loosen it. See, the problem is having a hard time clearancing that, but unfortunately it just needs a little bit. We can just force it through one more time. I think we'll be there. Usually I just take a pick. I thought a right angle pick would be better for this. And I just push in on it. Just to make sure that's freed up, because it didn't seem like the grease was going in. Success! Where do you have it? Do you need 10 factory tube seals? No, your vehicle will run without it. If you're going to be going through some wet, sloppy muck and mud, that extra seal will help keep crud out of the differential. Man, what's going on with my hair? Why didn't you guys tell me I look like this? I gotta do something about it. Yeah, that's more like it. 10 factory tube seals. If you're gonna take your axle down to the hub, like change the hub bearing, U-joints or ball joints or any of that, go ahead and throw them in. The extra seal is worth the extra protection, I feel. Thanks for watching. Like what you see, hit the like button. Don't like it, hit the thumbs down. Want to join in all the fun, leave a comment down below. And subscribe.